There was a time when there wasn't a road that was off limits. I don't think there was really a single one that was off limits.
There's like a million roads that you can skate, probably the most roads in the entire world concentrated in one place.
There's no other reason to move to Asheville, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never be here, like, if it wasn't for skating, you know what I'm saying? Like no reason.
So lacing like the toe one foot and then pulling it in because I already got the heel no touch check. You're good with fish eye, right, Colton?
You guys like milk?
Definitely got this. You thought this was gonna win? No, you can win.
That right here.
Is that what people? I knew there would be some debate over his shirt when I got it at the Bristol.
I think it's great.
Go out and sesh around like my town. But now every weekend is mountains. That's all we do. We skate all the fun stuff.
Hey, yo, good shit, Scoot. Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, I was making both.
Wait.
Yeah, fuck, dude, 35. Going once.
Don't do it.
Going twice.
I'll find you.
$40 sold to the Josh Newman Foundation. You can't take that board unless you give me the minimum.
I don't think there was ever more than 5 or 6 active downhill skaters at a time until the pastry boys started coming through.
Asheville pastry boys, dude. The dirtiest pastries.
My butthole. Oh, I just hit my butthole so hard on the ground.
I probably have to be David Bouvier. I mean, like, I just love his style. It's entertaining. And like, I've met him a couple of times, so it's like, it's cool to see him in person and not just see him online.
first time I ever came here. It was with Tyler, and there was a tree across the bottom of the hill. And we were like, fuck, we want to skate this, but we couldn't skate it because there was a tree. So we came back like a week and a half later with like an axe and a little saw, and came up here the following like 8 to 10 weekends and just like camped up in one of the turns. And then Tyler moved up here. So yeah, this hill is everything to me. This is why I'm here. 100%. Asheville is whole again. Rick is home. It was weird for Rick to not be here for a while.
It's a long time.
Yeah. He was not here for like a year and a half or some shit. Tyler, I still want you to tattoo your name on my butt.
The homies call me Rick the Brick, unfortunately. I don't know where that came from or why it stuck, but you know, I gotta live with it, so. I guess it's because I fall some, but like, you know, who doesn't? Like, who doesn't fall?
There's a million people in Asheville, and a lot of them are extremely good skaters, but I still find that I'm skating with, you know, Tyler and Rick and Connor and, you know, the same guys that have been here for years just because I'm, like, comfortable around them. Not just, like, with skating, you know, like, with life stuff, you know. I can talk to these people about things.
They still come to me every once in a while, call me with their problems and ask questions, and so I think there is a mama role that was bestowed on me.
Everyone calls Tyler Mama, and, you know, it's for good reason. Like, Tyler literally taught me how to drive so that I could pick him up at the bottom of the hill.
He's not the mama because he's older than us. That's like maybe like a byproduct of, you know, just who he is. But Tyler's like one of the only people that can like for sure check me on my stuff. Like, he's one of the only people I really look to be like, am I fucking up? You know, and he'll be real with me, like, cause that's just who he is as a person. You can trust him, and yeah, he's like a base for us for sure.
I think it all started with 11 Kilkenny. 11 Kilkenny was a fucking shithole of a home that we all occupied. Mama came from me being the primary leaseholder. It wasn't only that though, it was like, I mean, that was Mama Bear. Like, it was holding the house down for all the skate scene. And
pretty sure he holds that role to a lot of people in the scene, one way or another. Was that the first time?
Yeah, the first time we met Billy was...
no.
Yeah. We were doing a felony event, and he, like, drove down the hill, and then he drove back up the hill, and then he drove down the hill again, And we were like, this guy's being weird, like something's going on here. And then he drove back up the hill, hopped out the car, got a longboard out of his trunk, and was like, yo, I skate too, like, can I skate with you guys? You remember this?
No. I think he was building up the courage to like stop.
Oh, 100%.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, so what, then we skated with Billy a lot. And
A lot.
Was there a ton? Yeah, I got to know him a little bit over that time.
extremely fast.
Super fast.
Like, we got to know him so fast.
He like lived in the house with us, low-key. For
Yeah.
He was our couch person.
He was our couch man.
Couch
Yeah.
man. Definitely number one couch man.
Billy was
early
number
on.
one couch man at Kilkenny. Yeah.
Dude, there's always gonna be couchmen, you know, at any skate house. They show up unannounced. Nobody can tell anything because the dynamic at skate houses is like everyone's coming and going and visiting all the time, and no one's really paying attention to anything. So if you recognize that, you can't just show up and sleep on the couch. It's gonna be like a week before anyone notices, you know. And then people really don't start asking questions for like a month, like if it's at a really heavy skate house. The steps to being a good couchman is like clean fucking everything. If you just made a point to like do all the dishes and have the kitchen like swept and shiny in the morning, like every morning people come out, you can survive for a while like that.
$35. I don't even know how much.
I would count downhill as like whenever I got gloves, and you could put your hand down. So like 15 years. 15 years, dude. Been skating, regular skating for 25. Yeah.
We've definitely had nuts in it, like quickly went over to my bag right now and did the EpiPens.
Skate houses are all the same pretty much everywhere you go. You know, it has its downsides, it has upsides. I personally always just like to be doing something or like have the option to do some things, but they're always going to be dirty. I don't know. For me, I like the community. Because I've lived in not skate houses and like places where there's not a good community, and like friends are almost more important than anything. Friends are more important than possessions. Friends are more important than like money, because like they help you. And if you don't have friends, then you're gonna have to go it alone, and that's gonna be tough, and it's lonely and boring. I've always just been good at like corralling a bunch of people into doing something. I don't know what it is about me, but I just like planning shit. I don't know. And like not like properly either. I don't want to be like hosting events where I have to talk to officials. I just want the organic vibe. Because for me, that's some of the best times in the world. When you're just like doing something spontaneously or like illegally kind of in a gray area. Like, that's some of the best times.
Alright, yeah, let's go race, like right now.
What is it called? Hello. Hey, other than skateboarding, what is it called?
We're when we were at another race at the Shire, I had rented a Home Depot box truck, and this lady at the bottom was really upset, and there's a cop that lives on this hill, and he was happened to be driving down, and as she was yelling at us, and she called him by name. She was like, "Tom, you're not gonna do anything about this?" And he was like, "No," and just drove away. And she was like, "I'm calling Home Depot," and she fucking called Home Depot.
Fuck, that's funny. What a G. Not giving a fuck.
Yo,
I love that.
Homie's getting arrested down there. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, we saw that.
I don't like working at all, is what I've discovered. I would much prefer just to like sell weed. Fuck it, that's the easiest. It's just so easy. Oh, now it's a huge bow. We're driving under it.
And they dropped me off at the sheriff's office. They were like, have fun. Nearest hotel's like 15 miles away. Figure it out. Laughed about the shit.
Is that them over there?
Quite possibly. I appreciate the save.
No worries, dude. That sucks, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, you seen the trooper this morning, didn't you?
Yeah. He was chill, but he's from the other side of town. They really, really don't like us there. I mean, everywhere, pretty much, but there especially.
And see, that's crazy to me because coming into this event, being my first event, I thought the downhill scene would be embraced around here by the community.
No.
Honestly, don't know why I haven't moved to Asheville sooner.
Yeah, Asheville's pretty cool. It's right in the heart of it.
The runs I had today were only wet dreams prior to today.
Interesting.
Did you in your Barbie? I see you work at Arby's. Number 2, superstars. Hurry up, I'm starving. Gnarly, radical. I'm not broke up as a girl. See me at your college game, spaghetti full of arrow.
I've always loved making videos. I don't do it as much as I used to, but I still like more than anything else. Like I love just making videos for people to enjoy, like no matter what it is, and I just love it. And so I don't stop. Bolts! Dude, you a real one? Get in, get in. Get in!
Get in quick. Yes.
Oh!
Look at it.
Yo!
Look at it.
Yo!
Yeah, look at it.
Yo!
Whoa, look at it. Whoa!
Scott is #1 couch man at the skate house right now, and I feel like he'll continue to be #1 couch man at the skate house. Yeah, he fits in great with everyone here. I like him a lot.
Yeah, me
good
too.
guy, really good guy.
I'm currently living like right here, pretty much. On the couch, yeah.
You know, it's the couch you want to sleep on if you're trying to skate.
I was living in Brisbane, Queensland, and I came out here on like a skate trip, and it's just too good to leave.
Oh, I have no concerns with Scott. Scott is, he's killing it. He's a little wild. Okay, maybe I do have concerns with Scott. He's a little wild, but you know, I definitely support what he's doing. I just think that level of gnarly is very hard to come by nowadays, and you know, more power to the people doing it, but damn, like it definitely scares the shit out of me to see people do that stuff, because I only understand my own comfort level. I understand what I'm comfortable with, and when I see other people do some shit, even if it's similar to what I'm doing, how gnarly it is, like just to see it kind of freaks me out. And then I guess to like think about like, oh yeah, like I'm doing this same gnarly shit, I'm like, oh god, I'm freaking myself out. And then it's like a weird like thought loop where like I don't know how to feel about what I'm currently doing because of how I feel about what I see others doing. But in the end, it's all the same shit.
Get yourself up there. I'm gonna need a pool.
Oh yeah. You got it back.
Game time, baby.
A lot of people end up, you know, not skating anymore because of stuff like that.
Oh yeah, people quit. You just can't. I'm just down for life. You can't give up. You know, if you want to keep going, you can't stop. Like once you stop, then your body like starts to shrivel up.
I don't know. I like it too much. I can't comprehend it.
I've been trying to figure that out too. Like, how do you tell if somebody's like down for life? You know, because
It does happen a lot. People get girlfriends, start families, get jobs. Kind of fall out of it.
there's always people that you think are gonna be skaters forever, and then they just like disappear.
Or these super young kids get crazy good in like a year and then they just quit.
And then there's people that come out of nowhere that you wouldn't even sure that were gonna be there forever, and they are.
Most people on the planet don't have something where they like want to do it all the time.
You have to want it. You have to enjoy it. I think being like good at it helps. I think you have to not take a lot of crashes. Or like really bad ones, I guess, like severe ones.
You can only have so many of those moments where you're like, dang, I almost just died. Dude, it's like a crazy thing because, you know, you'll be at like a big session and there'll be some kids that are like, dude, like you almost just died. And I'm like, yeah, you did. Like, fucking sick, bro. Like, and then you start tallying them up, you know? And then, like, you lose track and you, like, see your friends get hurt and all this. And you're like, oh, wow, like, I don't know how many times I've almost died. Like, what is this?
Since I was a little kid, there's always been people falling off. And, like, I learned that very quickly. That, like, there's not going to be the same group forever. And you have to adapt. And you have to keep finding new people to skate with. And you have to keep figuring out who's, like, actually in it. Because if you just stick with the same people, like, I'd say like 95% of people are not down for life.
I like have the ones that I know, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't have on here just because it's like, I don't know, not important, or like I know it so well that like I don't even need it on my phone. Like I don't have Elk marked on my phone because it's like, I just know where Elk is.
Elk is the road in Asheville that like if you're going to Asheville and like you for some reason cannot communicate with anyone, if you go to Elk you'll probably see someone skating. Roads are like a roller coaster. You're like in control of your own roller coaster. It's something that I'm good at and like it feels good to be good at something. I mean, I'm not the best, but like I can make it down a hill. So that was like the goal. I was like, I want to do that. I want to skate down a hill and I can do that. So that's pretty cool.
Before, like we were saying, you know, you go to Elk and there's like 5 people there and that's like the whole squad. Now you like, if you show up to Elk on the weekend, there's like 30 people there and you haven't met like, 7 of them, and it's like, all right, I hope this person knows how to slide both ways coming into this turn because we're 15 deep and there's a car on the inside.
I think once you skate for a long time and you have these people that are coming up underneath you, you kind of want to reach out and help them. Matt was really funny because he took it in like a mathematical way and would pull up a picture of like your toe side, and he would draw like right angles in your arms, and like if your arms were like perfectly right angle, you know that you had all your weight on your board and the slide was perfect. But like he would like show when people were washing out and their arm would drop. So I mean, like seeing like that kind of drawn in a graph was super helpful for me, and he helped a bunch of people with very similar style graphs. So that's why I kind of carry it along, try to help people whenever I can. Most of the times I can't because I suck at skating, but when I do see the opportunity, I do try to help.
It's scary to be around people you don't know, to be totally honest. Even if they're really good at skating, and it's not necessarily like, oh, like I don't like this person, I'm not gonna skate with them. Nah, skating is like really scary, and like I know these people well. Like, if I'm gonna be scared, I want to be scared with the people I know.
Nobody took gnarlier falls than Bill did.
Oh yeah.
I shit you not, dude.
I remember one time coming home and he had been there for so long at the house and it was midsummer. I like walk in the living room. This man has every fan from everybody's bedroom posted around his body, and he's laying on the floor with just underwear on, and I'm like, dude, what in the...
Absolutely covered in road
Yeah,
rash.
covered in road rash. I'm like, what in the fuck are you doing right now? Like, give me my fan back, one. My room's hotter than shit. Like, so funny.
Skating's a blast, but you know, I've skated Elk a million times. 99% of the reason I go to Elk is to, you know, like hang out with all the people after I get off work, and you know, it's like one of those things.
I don't have to like smile a certain way for the homies to accept me because we're here because we like what it feels like when you're on a road. Sliding, none of the other shit matters, so it's like that's the most genuine I feel like I can be, so I don't know. I prefer longboard rig, you know. It sounds weird, but.
Dude, there's plenty of times when people never even met me that didn't like me. At the fucking Sunset Sliders house, they had a photo of me from a magazine in the toilet that they would pee on. Never met me. Just like thought I was a piece of shit because, I don't know, whatever the reasons are.
Wow. 10, 15 years from now, or if I ever stop riding or whatever, it'll probably be weird to not be around a bunch of people every day. I love Scott, and I also love Scott's board, but I think that it is the most scientific, vomit-inducing piece of technology that exists on this green earth.
Basically, we've got old, outdated technology here.
Me and Scotty still four wheels. We've got the new and improved over here.
The new and improved. I haven't thought of that one myself. Wow. Did you hear this question?
What?
No. He said, why did you cover your name on your pro model? I don't even know if I can answer that. Like,
I know why.
I don't think I can put it into words, but it also could just be because I'm stoned.
Why do you think, Chase?
Because he wishes it was his signature series.
I guess that is true. That's the reason. But yeah. The answer is because I don't see myself as a professional. I just see myself as a skater. And this is the board that I designed, but I don't make like a living off of it, and therefore I don't consider myself a professional because I am proficient, but it is not my profession. Huh? Make you go and see Ian's down there?
Yeah. Let's go and see Ian's down there.
Yeah.
It was a very steep learning curve to catch up to David and all the rest of the boys. Not Richard at all.
I feel like I've taken a fall at every mile per hour, like every 45, 46, 47.
You know, the first time I went to the mountains, I was with David and made it through a couple of slide corners without sliding and came into a pretty heavy left and rode it on my face. There are people that skate a bunch, they skate safely, and then they like get like a really bad brick, and then they're like, oh, that's fucking terrible. And then there's people like David, Richard, and myself that go out, and there's a solid chance we're gonna, you know, ragdoll. And, you know, just how we progressed. I can't really speak for them, but I know that's how I progressed.
If you get injured and you're like frothing to come back, like that's one thing. Some people get injuries and then like that's it for them. Or some people will skate for a while and never get hurt, and then they'll have like one really bad crash and it's like a wake-up call, like, oh, this is like really dangerous. Like, what am I doing?
I remember skating Paradise on Shroom one time, and like, bro, I couldn't fall, but I couldn't like, I had to be going fast as shit too to do stand-ups. Like, it was weird as shit. Like, it was weird, like I just had to go super fast and I couldn't fall. And I was like, what is this? Like, I'm gonna do this all the time, but you can't abuse shrooms though. But like that one session, I'll never forget that.
So grip, and then whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
No. This isn't even the turn, Rick.
It's not?
This is the turn.
Whoosh, whoosh. No, this is it.
Yeah, this one.
Then you just whoosh through there.
Rick thinks you grip this.
This left?
Yes.
Rick, you're such a doofus. Oh yeah, boys. Oh yeah, boys. It's going down. I can feel it.
He
It's
has the
grip.
vision.
But you can feel the
guardrail?
150-foot slide that corner requires.
This is a big. This is a big ground. I think I got shit.
Are you okay though? What happened to both of y'all?
This is hot.
Ooh. It's deep red.
Damn. Oh, let me see.
In a way, this could be a sign.
Don't want to talk about it.
Rick already knows what I'm about to say.
Too soon.
I look back on the way that I was skating when I first moved here, and I'm like, man, we were like really just going full speed down everything, going straight to the corners. Even if we didn't think we had it, we were doing it. The ceiling in longboarding is visible. It's like, oh yeah, it's like that's what I can do. But it's pretty easy for me at least to like see that ceiling and just be like, I don't want any part of that. Like, I'm gonna stay down here.
I feel like I'll always keep getting better.
No. I do not think that there is any road scarier than talking to a girl in the grocery store. If I fall on a hill, I don't embarrass myself. I just, like get hurt. But, shoot, she was so pretty. I fucked up so bad. She looked at me. The boys saw her look at me. And when I, left, I was like, have a nice day. And she like kind of stumbled for a second, and I could tell that it was because she was like into me in a weird way, and I had never experienced that, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I just watched my dreams fly away.
Hopefully I can stop coming here at some point in my life.
No.
Just go to Target. Like
Ingles
Target
is forever.
Target's where people with money go.
No, it's not. It's where middle-aged white girls go to like walk around.
People with money. The average amount of money people have at Target versus Ingles is astounding.
You know how I know this? Kelly goes to Target.
I just got out of a 4-year relationship because I'm skating all the time. And, you know, like, I was with this girl for forever. Pretty much it felt like. And then I was just kind of like, I feel like I need to be skating more. So I, like, started skating all the time. And it just kind of, like not being around so much all the time just kind of, like, dissolved my relationship. Even down to, like, my family. My parents are like a little just confused by why I want to do this all the time. I guess my brother understands it a little bit, but it is strange.
I would say what helped me is like I don't want kids. Like I don't want to get married.
Coming from a skate house to having kids there's a huge parallel. I mean the only difference is my children actually listen to me. I would rather not go to Toucan. Last time we got shot at. How are they with y'all? Like Kelly will kick me out of the house if I'm having a bad day. She'll be like, "You gotta go skate." So like a lot of times it's her pushing me out of the door.
Everything out here is kind of like you get in a lot of trouble.
Laura, how do you do it?
Oh shit.
Now follow that shit exactly. Pound. And then now star pound to get out. Pound. Oh, that's it. It's opening.
Oh, you gotta send me that one.
That was great.
That's my first one. Am I badass now?
What's up, buddy?
Yes, you're badass. Holy fuck. All that time.
You did it well. My first time, I was nervous and shaking, and it took me like 10 times.
And we also like learned some of our like worst isms from Tyler, or just they get reinforced. 'Cause it's like, oh, Tyler can do it, then fucking I can do it.
Want me to just go smoke that thing?
Yeah, go do it. I have no clue how to do this.
Let me out.
Yeah, I got no clue how.
Oh, fucking Christ. We're doing bad here, brother. We're doing bad here, brother.
Let's go.
Dude, I don't know what to... I hate this position that I'm currently in.
It's just a water people. They don't give a shit. They don't know anything.
Chase has to get back. He doesn't even see them. I wish we just tried to get the thing.
That was so awkward.
That was so bad.
It's like tunned into the woods and like...
Yeah.
I act like I was pissing.
That's only ever happened to me one time before, Chase.
What, getting caught in a hard drug that bad?
Yeah, at Riddler.
Yeah, that was horrible.
And I just like...
I mean, if that was a homeowner, it would have been really fucking awful.
It would have been really bad. The person like yelled at me. They were like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I literally ran into the woods. My favorite thing that Will does is he'll be like, when getting in a confrontation with somebody, he'll be like, "Why are you mad? Why are you mad?" And you're like, "Will, we're trespassing."
But what do we do? What do we do? Like you can flick it back on, but I wonder if it turns it all the way off and on.
Flick it off and on, see what happens.
Matt Deitch, every time we would find a new road, we'd be like, "Yo, have you seen this road?" And he'd be like, "Oh, you mean the road with this turn, with this left kink, with this waterfall left?" And we'd be like, "Yeah." He'd already seen it. They'd already done it. People have Google Maps, you know? People have been in these mountains. But like their scene had died. To revitalize this scene, see all these old heads resurface and still skate these mountains is incredible. I'm very proud of what we've built. How you going, Rick? See you at the bottom.
It's definitely make it a good one. because you're not always just gonna have a good one. It's definitely
It's in your hand.
It's in your hands, yeah. And so you got to make it a good one. I'm like 7 weeks no soap right now.
Yeah, David is a small one to,
You know?
clean.
Clean. Like Khalil said, hit the cube, started healing. I get road rash the second I get off the ground. I start healing, bro.
No soap.
No soap.
Where is it?
Well,
It could take one car to hit well. I think I'd go Mini Cooper. They sit so low, there's no way you get underneath it.
I mean,
if you asked me before he hit a cube, what's the funniest car to hit, I would have never said a cube.
I would have said PT Cruiser.
Yeah.
I would have said a smart car.
Smart car would be hilarious. You get up unfazed, the smart car is totaled. I hit a car and spent like a week and a half in the hospital, I think. I was smack in the middle of the road, so it was, my fault, but what you gonna do? I was 15. That's like the moment where I probably could have died, or like the likelihood of actually getting fucked up was the highest, but something about that just doesn't stick out in my memory as like a big thing. I guess because like something actually happened. And it's like the little ones that make me worry more for some reason. I like really just feel like I got away with it.
Usually if people are like, oh man, you almost hit my car, I'm usually just like, no, it seems crazy. I'll say it like that. I'm like, no, this is easy. Like, we weren't even in danger. When somebody's like 2 millimeters away from like clipping a car, that was like, oh yeah, it was all part of the game. We're gonna look at the house and have to cover up my road rash so they don't think I'm a bad person. I don't know what they would think, What does that mean? I aggressively drive motorcycles? Like, what does a normal person think about, like, scabs all over their arm? Like, what has this person done? Been in a street fight? Crashed his car? Did he fall off a roof? Are you a roofer? Let's go, dude.
I can give you life story, technical story. I even can give you love story. Whatever. I can tell you about Colombia and we'll rise in Colombia. 2012, Festival de la Bajada. We have all the skateboarding heroes in town that night. We race, these fuckers won the qualified time. Motherfucker will ride with his new Pro Model wheels, who say Rose, the blue ones. And everyone hung out in Medellin, we skate all the roads. Will Royce never say hi to anyone, he was just like a weirdo. So I was always like, what's going on with this motherfucker, So everyone left my city, and the only person who stayed in the city was Will Royce. And he started to write to me like, hey, let's hang out, let's skate. And I was
literally, my last night I was on Facebook with my bags in the street. Like, please, somebody come help me. Please.
And I didn't like him, I didn't like him in that moment. I didn't like him. I was like, this dude don't say too much. He's just so weird, This is such a weirdo. I don't like him, but he needed to skate. So I understand, and we live in a mountain paradise. And I was like, okay, you can come to skate with us. I allow him. And then he's like, I need a place to be. And I said, you can be in the skate shop, in the second floor of the skate shop with my friend. I speak with him, and they let Will Royce be there. And dude, Will Royce started to live in the same town of me. So every single day, I don't study, I don't work when I am in Colombia. So every single day, this fucker were like, where we skate today? I'm like, you again, okay. We're going to this place. And in the end of the story, we end being friends.
Yo, who's got a mole for this man?
And then we did Mexico, Europe, whatever. Dude, he's been 7 times in Colombia.
I was like pro in the magazines, like photos and whatever and videos, and like people knew who I was, and I was like on food stamps with like $3 in my bank account, and people were like, "Oh, you're fucking rich! Like, this is a great life." And I was like, "You have no idea, like what it takes to like be this, and it's not for everyone. Like, people quickly find out, like when you run out of money, who you really are, you know." Because when you have no money, that brings out your true character. And, like, how far are you willing to push that? You know, you gotta figure that out early. Are you okay with having nothing and just enjoying the moment?
Benny, where's your weed case? Do you have a razor blade in there?
Yes. I brought it out somewhere over there. Oh, I see it.
Will has emerged.
I made it down, so.
Who's mad? The bear guys that normally run their dogs were here this morning.
Are you wearing a suit to be safe or to be fast?
To be safe.
Do you like skating with strangers?
No.
It's not that I don't like them, so I don't trust them.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't trust them.
Yeah, never trust them. Especially if they got an arrow lid and magnums.
Yep. Cannonball.
Mm-hmm. You get mag-donged.
Yeah.
It's not his fault. Okay? It's not his fault at all. You fucking ran into him. You should have stopped up there. Turn up! No, yeah. You should have stopped up there because you ran into him for no reason. We're just having fun. You slid right into him, dude. Be smarter. You don't need to come up with something like that.
That was more of a, I don't want to take my friend out, so I'm going to bail.
Like, I was kind of coming on to Jesse because he was like doing the switch shit.
Yeah, and I was on backside too, so I was just like, pop my board out and just like straight to my hands.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Were you good though?
Yeah, it happens.
No one in Asheville is good at racing, really, because no one practices it, because there's no reason to, because you can have way more fun just skating. Yeah.
That was better! That was better! Sit back more!
Don't be literate.
Have you built a scene? Because I have.
I'll like, bop.
I don't litter, I just throw trash. From the ground up. All right, now everybody pick up rocks, throw it in the apex. They'll never guess. Hey, Odin. I'm going to warn you with this.
Okay.
Once you put it on your head, don't be looking at people in the eyeballs when it gets dark.
You done?
Yeah, I'm gonna save it for later.
Welcome back to another episode of Inside Line. I'm your host, Rick Allen, and we are back after a little while. We know, but you can blame Matt, you know. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But we're back. We're about to dive right in, and we'll see you on the flip side. I don't know.
You're giving an ending to the intro?
Outro the intro.
All right, let's do one more. You seem a little bit uncomfortable. Is there a reason for that? Is it not that you want to scoot back a little bit more, get better lighting?
You know, I didn't have my pen in my hand.
You didn't have your pen in your hand. That's what it was. It's always something. There's always one little nuance. Piper.
It's about finding the right
combination of behaviors that allow you to still enjoy the thing that you love whilst moving forward in the direction that you need to go. Because
yeah, you can achieve a balance, but it's normally, you're always going to be thinking about the other one. When you're sleeping in the street somewhere or at somebody's house on the floor for one night because that's all they can let you stay for, you're like, oh man, it would be nice to like have stability. But then when you have stability, you're like, oh man, it would be nice to like just be free.
you can't just skate, right? You can, but you can't just skate and also grow as an entire person, right? As a well-rounded person. You may be really good at like grinding a handrail. You may be really good at going fast or sliding really big, but where does that relate to the people around you and your family and the people that kind of rely on you if you have anything like that, right? And I have people that rely on me, and including myself. And I want to see myself become something better than I am the day before. And if all I do is just fuck around on my skateboard all day, all I do is work.
I like where the scene is.
I like where the scene is.
And do I feel responsible? Hell yeah. For Gunter, not so much. He was on his own.
Gunter's all y'all. That's like y'all's son.
I was just a boy, you know, I was just like an 18-year-old kid that was just trying to find his way. I was like kind of rejected for a while. I remember I wasn't allowed at the skate house, like the Kilkenny skate house. I wanted to prove myself. I wanted to be fast. I wanted to be a racer. I actually won a race, and I was like, I'm gonna go full bore with racing. We went to go skate 151 right over here, and if you know about 151, it's a David Boubier was right behind me, and he actually bumped me. And I just immediately started screaming for help. I remember just being like, help, help, help.
Dude, no one even wanted to help. Like, everyone was so, like, scared and just, like...
Will, like, just took action. Will was like, get the fuck out of the car. We're going to the hospital right now.
The bones are coming out, and we're just driving down the road for 40 minutes, and he's constantly just, like, looking at both of his arms and then asking me if he's gonna be okay.
How white my bone was, and I, like, was like...
And I'm like, dude, you're gonna be totally fine. Everything's fine. Like, which I knew it wasn't going to be.
Dude, I had to call my mom. That was the most heartbreaking call ever, because she picks up and she goes, hi, Gunter, how's your day going? And I didn't leave that bedroom at my parents' house for like 5 months. It was miserable. And when I kind of bowed out of skating, it allowed me to focus more on my career. My career has like really taken off. Like, I'm literally running like an entire division for this solar company, and it's been very
Dude, that shit. Just like skating with us and hanging and shit.
That raw run of him at the throat, where he like headbutts the tree, he like spears the tree.
Incredible.
I think he fell like every corner on that entire hill.
I put that raw run in AP 5000 and then took it out because I was like, this is too much.
No, it was just enough.
Yeah.
It's so good. The anger that comes off of him when he falls in the last corner, like, it's like, I don't even know why it's so golden, but it's like,
it is.
Why
he just thinks that he could like attack the hill, like, you know, in that kind of way. That's just how it was, though. Just, I guess, from wrestling, he's like thinking he can just.
It was very much so him versus the hill.
Yeah. And he like dealt with it like that.
Gotta drink it quick, it's just gonna destroy you.
Yeah, back at Kilkenny, we used to just skate shit like this every time we went skating. And I guess, you know, things get burnt out, but also you kind of realize like that's not a safe and like conducive way to just go skating all the time.
Y'all just finally realized that.
Yeah, like you should, when you go skating, most of the time you should probably skate like elk and shit, and then do this. Kind of like we were talking about on days like today.
Can we take more than one inside?
Can we?
Yeah. Anyway.
Probably should.
Probably shouldn't.
I don't think so.
Property.
Oh, okay.
You guys are on it. Just turn around. No skateboarding and that bullshit.
Okay.
We'll just call the cops again.
Okay.
Easy, man, here.
Okay.
So turn around right there. Head that way.
Okay.
Out of babble.
Damn. I was really trying to get bit by a dog today. Yeah, next one. Somebody told me the other day that they bought a longboard because of me, and I don't know if I feel good or terrible about this.
You should feel great.
It was somebody I sell drugs to, so it was kind of weird. He was like, hey man, I just wanted to let you know. Philip showed me that video of you skating, and it made me buy a longboard. He's like, here's $100 for drugs.
Nice.
Okay, so I need to ask you guys, it's a liability for us if one of you get hurt.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we'll get out again.
Okay, thank you.
You have a great day, man.
You too.
In Puerto Rico, when
oh my
we didn't
God.
have Band-Aids for Tej.
That was so funny, dude.
Tej was like,
dude, you guys literally just be traveling the world at heels, skating the gnarliest shit, and you don't carry first aid with you. And we're like, yeah, dude, we're like not planning to eat shit. And he's like, you guys are just so fucking irresponsible. Like,
he was like livid about
he
this.
was mad that we didn't carry first aid.
Because you don't want to think about it. If you bring stuff for road rash, then you put that thought in your head and be like, okay, I might crash. But like, no, you want to go into a thing and be like, I'll never crash. And that's the whole mindset. Like, that's how I got this yesterday. I was like, I'm so good at skating that I can ride these super bad wheels that I've never ridden before, and I can just handle it. And like, yeah, if you don't get the shit beat out of you every once in a while, then you'll forget that.
It's hard to just say like, oh, you can hit a car and you can get hurt or you could die, and people like actually take you seriously, It is an adrenaline rush to hop into the wrong lane and completely risk your life, but also it's an adrenaline rush because you are completely risking your life. And I think that's why people do it. I still do it on occasion, and I can think of an instance last weekend that I did it in Tennessee. And, in that moment, I definitely thought to myself, like, yo, if there's a car on the other side of this, I'm running into two of my friends that have already run into the hood of this car. There's all these kids that are, like, pushing the envelope of what's possible before you, like, spontaneously combust.
Skating?
Skating wise.
Okay.
And
vaping.
And I'm like, dang, this is really scary. Like, can't we all just like chill out and have some fun? But like, I know that that's like not how shit goes at all.
No, yeah.
And I'm scared, bro.
I like to chill out. I like to chill out. Hecka, dude.
David, you're in like the Gucci Mane wave. You like run the label now.
What does that even mean?
But you got Pooh Shiesty, like Scott, is out in the streets, still, shooting shit up. And yeah, everybody gets like that.
The inside has grass.
Someone let Scott know that he's Pooh Shiesty, alright?
Scott is Pooh Shiesty.
David, go take his.
We're gonna pull up. Oh my god, no way. Scott, right here. Right here, come on. Scott, right here, yeah. Incredible.
Please. Help me out. Yeah, I know. What they got tied down? What's the biggest fucking thing? I'd probably do.
Here, let me take a look for you.
I think gauze pad and fucking tape or bandage.
You lost your shirt, so I'm gonna buy you a souvenir so you can remember this fall forever.
Yeah.
So what color do you want?
Can I get the red one? Actually, wait. Yeah, can I get the red one?
What size are you?
A large, maybe.
Done. Look at that. You'll remember forever.
Thank you, booze.
Of course. Yeah, that was one of the scarier roads I've skated in a long ass time.
On the way down, I was like, I'm glad I didn't drop that.
It was fucking really gnarly, man.
No visibility.
No, yeah, no visibility.
That would have been a fucking real good skater.
He was getting really good.
Yeah, he was getting real good.
That was one of the things that I tried to tell his mom. She was like, could he skate this spread? And I was like, absolutely.
100%.
Like, it was just a freak accident.
Terribly freak.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel bad, like, for everybody that was really had to be there. Like, I was there. I just so happened to be
stuck
at the top of the hill. And I think he had guys had just dropped. And then I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was just waiting on you to come up. Couldn't get any signal over there. And then I think I got David to pick up for like half a second, and he just like, dude, we'll just meet you at the house like tonight.
I just told you to go home. We were all smoking cigarettes on the front porch.
Yeah.
I remember that. Matt was like, I'm buying a pack of cigarettes.
I think he smoked cigarettes for quite a while
He
after
smoked
that.
cigarettes for a couple weeks or a couple months after that, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely picked up drinking quite a bit.
Yeah. You know.
There was a while we would just get like a 24 rack and sit in the living room. Be like,
I don't think any of us skated. I think we all knew like the first time we skated after that because it was a few weeks at least.
The first time I skated after that was in Marshall. We like went to Marshall and we like skated a bunch of grip runs and then we went to Hill Street. And that was the first day I skated after really.
Yeah. But we just know that he's like fucking there and proud of us.
Yeah.
And that's it. Whatever we decided. If we would have all stopped skating at that moment, like, that's not what we wanted to do, but like...
He would have haunted us.
Yeah, he would have haunted us, bro.
See,
He would have been fine.
11 Kilkenny would have been a fucking freak show. Straight up, though. If we quit skating, dude, there'd be like floating wheels and shit. You'd wake up with like wheels in your pillow and shit. There'd been no way of getting out of that one.
I don't know. The Billy shit was really hard, and in a weird way, I feel like it continues to be hard for me.
Yeah? What?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I don't like to talk to you guys about this all that much.
I don't think you've ever really talked about it at all with me. That much.
I mean...
How was Colombia, David?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like...
What was it about Columbia that brought up all those feelings? Just the sketchiness of it?
Well, coming back from Columbia, you know, I definitely feel like I connected a lot of dots in Columbia.
They're good.
You know, like...
For yourself? Like,
yeah, like there was like several nights where I was like having gnarly nightmares and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like the super gnarly skating and...
Doesn't help with that, yeah.
I think it just like, you know...
compiles all like, together and...
Yeah.
Just make you feel like... I don't know what to make you feel like.
I have no clue.
Right.
You know, I've felt like I've been skating chiller for the last couple of years, but I feel like after Columbia, like I'm like,
so
the way you be the best skater ever is by skating for forever, and you don't skate forever by like being gnarly as shit all the time.
There's no mark. I hate it. I like should have gotten a mad concussion, but I didn't somehow.
And say goodbye.
That's over.
There's a feeling that they put off, you know?
Smell?
Yeah. It's like when you touch your tire or like the rim of your wheel after going down a mountain road and it has like brake dust and shit on it. That's the feeling that the skaters have. Dust. And bad.
An unnatural dust.
Yeah. I mean, I think you guys understand how nostalgic this is gonna be for me.
Yeah.
But like, this is gonna be insane for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, people talked about this being a skate house before.
Really?
Do you want to sit in my rocking chair?
I would love to sit in your rocking chair.
By all means.
The first thing that came to my mind when we got here was on this first pillar thing, there used to be a string that had a house key on it. And it was the house key to my parents' house. And when I moved here, on the very first night, Tyler got a case of beer, and we were out here shotgunning it and using my parents' house key. And we hung it up on this thing so there would always be a key outside when you went to shotgun. And yeah, that was the first thing that came to my mind about Kilkenny when we got here. I guess the way that I've progressed in the last several years has just been through having fun and being with my friends. I really don't find myself being like, all right, I'm gonna go full speed into this corner and I'm gonna do it stand up. I really, really don't have those thoughts that much anymore. Just because I know the consequences of what can happen when you try to go full speed into this corner and do it stand up. And while I know I can probably do it and I see my friends do it and stuff, it's just very, I know that if I were to do that, going into the slide, I'm already thinking like, this is it, before anything goes wrong at all.
See, you guys just only knew him as a skater. You know, he placed in like 27 national fucking tournaments on the youth level coming up.
We had
wrestling. Yeah.
We had a lot of times at our skate house in Asheville, 11 Kilkenny, and he definitely let us know that he could toss us around.
Oh, yeah. No, he could.
Hey, boy. Oh my God! Did everybody hear that? That was like.
What amazing time to have that country right there. Cheers.
And you know what's funny? If I'm being completely honest with you, Billy never talked about his wrestling. And I always thought that was really profound of him, that he was able to take a whole portion of his life, compartmentalize it, and then like pick something else and not try to be braggadocious. He was just humble all the
If somebody had
fucking time,
asked
dude.
him about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. When I asked him the one time, he was like, "Oh, I crush you." It's the only tree in the entire area that has this fungus on it. And it's covered in it. I've checked all these trees within walking distance, and it's the only one. And it didn't have them until afterwards. It was like he hit this tree so hard, like his life force just like went into it. And the tree couldn't help, just like sprout fungus. I'm gonna go back up.
If I don't hear a fucking orchestra of frogs, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Go do dope shit. Find friends and fucking love them indefinitely.
Where are we right now?
We are at the first ever GRC free ride got down foot. Yeah.
Whose board is that?
Pretty big deal.
This is a pretty big deal. Khalil put it on for everyone. Yeah, it's the first one ever. Hopefully we'll have another one, but this is incredible.
Best run of the day.
Best run of the day so far?
Yeah. Who with?
Oh, yeah?
You guys just now.
Okay, Rick's going.
Let's go. Make it go, one, see the bottom!
That was bad. That was what I'm afraid of.
If I continue to live my life today the same as I lived it yesterday, I know what's going to happen. But if I try something new, I could like it way more than yesterday. So that being said, I don't think I will choose to do things that will lead me in a direction of stability. The people that you're taking the run with make the run special to me. Just because everyone skates differently and behaves differently and responds to stuff differently, you know? You and I might almost run into a car and freak out about it, where like me and Tyler might run into a car and laugh about it. So yeah, the people is what I'm excited for. I'm excited to experience how different people do this, because I have a lot of fun doing this, and I do it differently than most people do, so I'd just like to see other people that do it differently and see how much they enjoy it.
Finally, where are we about to go?
We're about to go to Will Royce and Juan Pablo's wedding. They are getting married today.
The love that two men have for solid pieces of hard, long wood. They ride it all day long. It's the thing that binds them together. No matter how many corners, no matter how steep the road gets in life, they'll always find a way to meet each other at the bottom. And so we're here today to celebrate that love. Juan Pablo, do you take Will, Bill Rice, as your lawfully wedded dude to have and to skate with forever?
Yes.
Hell yeah! He burns him with a cigarette. Bill, do you take Juan Pablo, this gorgeous Colombian attorney, to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Yes, I do.
You may hug the dude.
It's hard not to be in it for life if you live in Asheville. That's like the deciding factor. If you live here, then there's always going to be somebody to skate with. So if the door's always open, then eventually you're going to walk through it like once a month, once a week, a couple times a year. It's never going to stop. But if the door's closed and you got to like open it, like drive somewhere, then no, it's going to be more difficult.
I've already left Asheville technically. I live in Black Mountain, 20 minutes away. But, no. Is a soft answer. I think these are my roots.
Yeah, I probably won't be leaving Asheville anytime soon. But maybe eventually we'll like want to live somewhere where there's like snow all the time. Or like 5 months out of the year.
You've been watching Johnny Tsunami too much.
I don't know. But yeah, after I don't know. I feel like you can only take so many slams. And then you gotta start doing something lower impact.
Damn, you already thinking about it?
Dude. I'm feeling it. I had an entire football career. I took a lot of hits before hitting the pavement.
That's rough.
Yeah. So
I feel like I'd definitely leave Asheville, but I would always come back.
Yeah.
Like, I have the urge to constantly leave here and to like go see other stuff and to like go travel a little bit, but like this is fucking home.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
that's probably why you feel like you can just like go and like see a bunch of other shit because
yeah,
like, yeah, you have like a base.
This feels like home, you know. I have you guys,
for sure.
And I have like the support system of everyone in skating, and you know,
yeah,
people. Sure. I know people here, and just like being here feels like home. Like paradise feels like home.
Yeah.
Definitely had some long days here.
How many times have y'all thrown up on this hill?
Oh, I'm not sure I've ever thrown up here. Have you thrown up on?
Dude, I can't count the times I've thrown up on this.
That's probably why you don't drink alcohol anymore.
That's exactly why I don't drink alcohol anymore.
You did go hard.
You went a little hard.
Go hard.
Remember
the 40 era?
Dude, the 40 era was wild.
40 era was wild.
We would just get 2 fucking 40s and
hands full of chocolate chip cookie dough. And 40s. It was ugly.
It was an ugly time.
I was not here for this.
There you were.
There you were.
If you had to tell Scott something that you don't feel like he knows yet, what would it be?
Woof. All your friends you skate with are gonna quit skating.
That too.
And then you're gonna find all new ones, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be totally fine. But you know, they come in waves.
They come in waves.
Mm-hmm.
And you will find the few that
are like you.
That are like you. You will find your Richards and your Tylers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. Shit's hard. It's hard to find a thing.
When you meet someone who has a thing, you just immediately know it.
Yeah.
Like today, I just pulled up to thank the dude for changing my motorcycle tire, and like I could not get away from this dude. We were like talking, and like his thing was motorcycles.
Yeah.
He's going to fucking Ecuador with his wife to go on some crazy motorcycle tour across the country. I'm like, dude, I just came back from Colombia, right next door, doing a motorcycle tour across the whole thing, you know? And he's just like, motorcycles is his thing, and he was just like, Dude doesn't make a lot of money, doesn't, you know, like, not hugely successful, drives a piece of shit truck and drives a shitty motorcycle to work, where he rents out nice motorcycles, you know.
This is at Easy Street by Will's house?
Yeah, by Will's house. The
Yeah.
dude's a homie. But, like, he has such a thing that he's so happy, you know. He's just going on cheap vacations to South America that he can afford for a couple of weeks, where, like, anyone else, they would spend thousands to go to, like, you know, the Caribbean. He's, like, going to spend, like, you know, 1,000 to, like, you know, go to Ecuador.
And ball.
And ball. You know?
Yeah. It's very important to have a thing. It's really sad to me, like you were saying, when I see people who don't have a thing. Because they don't even know.
Yeah, they don't know what they're missing out on.
They don't know what they're missing out on. They don't even know that they need it.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone needs a thing.